Anyway, showtime. Sorry to keep you waiting, old man. Sure it's been, what, like 6 months?
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth, and it changes nothing. You can hate me, but that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you, especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
Alright. Yeah, this has some final boss area energy. Verso was awfully silent during that. Alright, on guard, motherfucker. I'll see if you last longer than the things we've been killing. Oh man, I hope you have a phase 2. Might get you to a whole second round. Alright, yeah, he's gonna do something.
Not today.
Ah, the axons.
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Oh, come on, game.
Keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
Now what?
She can't.
Like, I kind of have some thoughts about what's going on here, but I want to get through the fight first.
Mama.
Yeah, be funny if he healed and then the burn stacks triggered and killed him again.
Aline, you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
Alright, yeah. Mamana's stepping in. Ooh, we're gonna have our own kaiju to help out. Nice. I appreciate the hair physics is glitching out even on the big girl. Yes! Clash of the Titans, motherfucker! Kinda reminded me of that scene in Crank 2, where Jason Statham and like some random mook he's chasing turn into like Godzilla-style parodies of themselves, and they have like a slow-mo knockdown fight in a power plant. It's great. It makes absolutely no sense, but it rules. Yeah, again, my mind goes back to Vampire Bloodlines as the example of that. There are others, but it is still amusing.
I'm waiting.
Oh man, he did go down from burn stacks. Yeah, he did. He did. You called it, Ivory. Oh, that's great. Oh, this poor bastard. He has no idea what he's in for. Alright, so he comes back all buffed, and he still has like 1% health. Yeah. Okay, I think we might need to break him or something. Yeah, we gotta do something special. No problem.
Put aside the canvas. It's killing you both.
Or maybe we have to specifically gamage him.
Not this time!
Oh, my L's got it. Nice! Well, I hope you're proud of yourself, Renoir. You lasted a whole 4.5 minutes. Thought she's just gonna apply fist to face. That would also be a great way to end this. Just beat the shit out of your old man. Why not? He ain't that sturdy. He's got magic on his side, but once you close the distance...
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas.
Looks like he's getting grayer from every scene. Yeah, exactly. It's what you get for not grinding properly.
She taught me.
Should have gone to your drafts area, man.
Safely
It's good XP down there.
use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price.
Something, something missed something, something.
Yet. Yet. Here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years.
See, the elephant in the room here that they're not addressing is that there's sapient beings in here that they're wiping out.
But I persist.
On a whim. That's kind of the real issue here.
Do you know why?
Like, they're making it all about the family drama, but you've got a whole world here.
Leave her or you behind. This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You living.
When has that ever stopped a mortal with a god complex? Yeah, pretty much.
Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them.
Yeah, it's an awful lot of murder just to get Alicia to deal with her trauma.
Them either.
Yeah, like I feel
That's too much.
The family is just plainly not being responsible with this power.
Papa, see, I've lost so much.
This isn't like what happens when you turn a game off. This is like if you're creating...
We both lost.
Like, actual machine intelligence, and then just arbitrarily destroying it when you get bored with it.
I don't want to lose you either.
And it also begs the question of what happens, because, like, defeating him will just knock him back out of the painting. And then they can do whatever they want out there.
I want to trust you, but
I don't know. There's a lot of unsaid questions about how... There's a lot of unanswered questions about how this works.
You can...
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace.
Yeah, what if we go out of the painting and kick him in the ball, like, real hard? Yeah, that's kind of the thing I'm hoping happens, but don't think is going
Hold
to.
on
Like, we go into the real
to
world
each other.
and get a tiny glimpse of what's really happening, and do something to secure the painting in the long term. Doesn't seem to be the case, though.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
Well, Verso is, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, we're somewhere else. Okay. Can we go back? No. Because, yeah, I think the elephant in the room is, how do you guarantee the world you've created sustains itself now that the family is being ejected from it? Like, what is the responsible custody for an entire world you've created? I don't know. Oh, it's the kid. What? It's time to stop painting? We have an option here. Huh. Well, I gotta see where this goes. Okay, so this has to be the part of Verso's soul that is still painting. And the Verso we see is just like a painted copy of this.
Hi.
You're tired of painting, aren't you?
Proper option does not involve
I'm
murdering
tired too.
Luna. Yeah, I would hope not. Oh, hi, Mael.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my El. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Yeah, maybe the responsible option involves not bringing whole worlds into existence just because you feel like it.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
Okay, I think I'm seeing where the twist is going here. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. Maybe they worked this out? I mean, this poor kid.
It's time to stop painting.
Like, will the world collapse if Verso's soul disappears? Is that the problem?
Verso! Verso said, hold on to each other.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, they're gonna fight? Oh fuck, who are we playing? Is this a cutscene? Decide. Oh. Fuck me. Okay, oh boy. Oh boy, okay. Choose and choose what? Oh, Jesus, shit. Okay, yeah, I didn't see this coming. Like, there was definitely some unanswered tension with Verso, but man. Okay, so we fight as Mael. I'm guessing that keeps the canvas going, but also being in the canvas is dangerous for her in the long term, like it was with the Paintress. Her real body continues to wither away and probably will eventually die. But presumably that sustains the canvas. We fight as Verso, and I guess the kid stops painting and then the world dies. Like, again, I have so many questions about how this works, and so much of the choice here depends on understanding what happens. Like, can you let Verso, can you let the kid disappear without letting the canvas die? Apparently not. Apparently that's Verso's soul is the only thing keeping it going. Like, if my fake world is literally powered by a tormented child, that does kind of change the calculus somewhat, but we are still talking about, like, I don't know how many people are even left in Lumiere at this point. We're hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent people that do have a right to exist. I don't know, this is a fucking Sophie's Choice-ass situation here. Oh, God. I don't know, man. Children are a renewable resource. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like there's a larger dilemma that this is the battleground for a family dispute that is not being handled in a healthy way. Mael, Alicia, also Mael, is clearly falling into escapism to deal with her real-world trauma. We're basically, this is the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. This is the, like, March is the real villain thing, but for real. Because forcing her into the real world is forcing her to deal with her disability and her trauma. But also being in here is hazardous for her. And it erases the last trace of Verso, but also I feel like Verso kind of wants to die. I don't know, there's so many angles in which this situation is fucked up. I feel like we gotta see both endings here. I'm just gonna note that you're overthinking this. That's kind of my thing, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think we gotta see how this ends with both characters. We'll do Mael first. I'll see if I can reload, then we'll do it as Verso. Powered with the souls of 10 unnamed NPC children. For efficiency. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of those, I think. Alright. Now, is the boss fight scaled to the level we grinded them to? Because note that Mael has like 4 fucking turns here before Verso gets to go. This could be a real short fight. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, we get loot from this? Our drafts collide. What even is that? Oh, man. That would be a no. Yeah, clearly.
Please, I beg you.
Please, don't say that.
Hey, please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
So,
Please. I don't want this life.
stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please.
Yeah, this is grief being poorly handled. And
I don't want this life.
yeah, now you're basically playing with a doll.
Help me. Help me.
That is begging for death. Literally begging for death. I mean, maybe this will kill him, I don't know. No, he's getting gamaged, alright.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
Hmm. Alright, well, those people got brought back. All in the same handful of outfits, though. Hey, Esquier. And Minoko, sweet. Wait a minute. Is that Gus? Is that Gus and his girlfriend? There's Luna. I think that is him. Almost didn't recognize him in the man bun. So is that like young Verso? Oh no, there's Gus. Alright. Oh, he's got his girlfriend back. Nice. I was gonna say, didn't quite look like him. The other guy. You know, we never did learn how Gus lost his arm and got it replaced with the, like, prosthetic. I always expected that would come up as a plot point. Like, I feel like the roles of Gustav and Verso are two different parts of a protagonist that have been split into two different characters. Like the Child of Destiny and like the optimistic, cheerful hero that goes through utter hell. Mael basically just restores more or less everything. Alright. Oh, wait, we have old Verso there. Alright. So she's got a kid Verso and old Verso there as well? I don't get it. Who's the kid? Verso's not happy about this. Play the song, Verso. Play the song, Verso. Play the song, Verso. Like we taught you. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Choice doesn't really require you to consider if your chosen character can carry out their goal. They can. You're just deciding which option you find less bad. Interesting. So yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, if you pick Mael but lose, do you get Verso's ending and vice versa? Yeah, like, it's... Like her preserving the painting is kind of the thing I hoped would happen, but the undertones are dark as hell. Like, because that implies the soul of Verso is trapped forever in this thing, most likely against his will, and she's still not processing the grief that's happening in the real world. And I feel like that's carrying the real risk of her being stuck in here forever and basically going through the same cycle that her mom did. It's kind of like the ending in Silent Hill 2 where James leaves with what's-her-face, like the replacement for his wife. And on the drive out, she starts coughing, kind of the same, that implies that she's developing the same illness that his wife did. And he's gonna go through the cycle all over again. I don't know. It is bittersweet, heavily on the bitter. And of course, I've got to see where Verso's ending goes. I imagine that's just wiping out the painting. I'll let the credits play out for this time. Yeah, from a certain point of view, Verso's option is healthier, but I find the cost way too high. That's the other thing. Again, they're not really addressing the sapience. Oh man, first off, Laurie and Testard, you guys killed it with the soundtrack on this. Like, that straight up 10 out of 10 production of the music on this. If there's one aspect I adore above all else in this, it's the music. Every track has been perfect. And just astounding visual design. Absolutely 10 out of 10 presentation. But yeah, I feel like there are two things not really being explored here. Jennifer English, again, top-notch work. Oh man, Gus. You got done dirty, my man. You should have been along for the whole ride. But yeah, the two things not being discussed are the things happening in the real world, which have dominion over the painting. Like, we're ejecting the paintress and Renoir from it, but I feel like they can easily shut that down from outside. And also the fate of real-world Mael / Alicia is a point of no small concern. And the other thing is the rights of the intelligent beings they have created in these worlds. And yeah, Clea, like, we're not dealing with her at all, and she is kind of a major figure in this in the background, but completely uninvolved in this besides painting over people and creating the Nevrons and such. And she's like a non-presence in the story. I don't know. There are a lot of, like, loose threads here I'm kind of not happy with. But yeah, the other thing is the fate of the intelligent beings that have been created in this painted world, and the rights of them to exist, and to fight for their rights to exist. But that's also complicated by the fact that their world is literally powered by a tormented child. I don't know. There's just so many angles here that I feel like they need to explore a more creative option that resolves the trauma of the Dessendre family, lets the child stop painting, but also allows the world to continue to exist on its own power. Like, I feel like an ideal solution would be ejecting Renoir from the painting, then following him into the real world, tell them to stop fucking around with powers they don't completely understand, that are destroying them and the worlds they create, go back into the painting, and just, I don't know, fill in the blank in a way that preserves the painting, but forces the family to deal with their problems in a healthy way. I don't know. I'll have to see how Verso's thing turns out, but based on the presentation, I'm assuming that wipes out the... Oh, Gustav had the exact same, VA. Fascinating. Oh, wait, that's probably the... Oh, it's the mocap, I'm sorry. That makes way more sense. Because, yeah, they had the exact same equipment. Yeah, it is literally wiping out a world. And I feel like that's not something you can do lightly. But it is wiping out a world that is literally running on a child's suffering and being forced to paint. I don't know. We don't know enough about the child's state of being to speak. It's kind of like if... This is a really dumb metaphor, but imagine a world exists because someone is running in a giant hamster wheel, or powering a machine that lets the world keep existing, but it exhausts them. Like, what is the right of the world to keep existing versus what is the right of the individual here? And, you know, that leads into deeper questions about what amount of suffering is permissible to maintain the world, which has all sorts of applications IRL, but it gets a little murky when you're saying the world literally only exists because this kid keeps painting. I don't know. We don't know enough about how painting works to make an informed decision here. All we know for sure is whether we're turning the lights out or not. I think we can skip to the end. Here's just extra credits. I'm just curious if there's any additional scene after this or what. Oh, here we go. Alright, well, let's wind back the clock and let's see what Verso's ending is like. Ah, shit. Do we have to go through that all over again? Hold that thought. I'm guessing if we go back to this one. Okay. So about 7 minutes ago. Oh, goddamn. We're gonna have to do that again, aren't we? Alright. Okay, Verso, your time to shine. Put Simon's sword to good use. So yeah, I feel like this would have way more impact if it were Gustav doing this, because it would mirror the fact that she was the first fight of the game. Ah, well. Can't have it all. Probably should have done Steel Strike. Ah, well. Alright. I wonder what that actually does, our drafts collide. I'm sure it's just a key item with no function.
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint.
Maybe, yeah. Actually, yeah,
Have
you're
to
right. We
suffer
would probably
life
have it
you
in the
don't
end.
want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Hey, fellas. Listen, I kind of have a big decision to make. If you've got any input right now, that'd be really helpful. Aw, group hug.
I will miss you guys.
Oh, man, this is gonna hurt. I mean, they kind of missed the fight. Do they understand what's happening? Probably, yeah. I mean, I kept telling y'all you shouldn't trust him. Nobody listens.
It's okay. It's over. Versa.
Alright, now what is this looking like? Eh, Eiffel Tower looks way better. Yeah, this is in the real world then.
Deux mondes se dessinent, l'un peint de rêve, où le chagrin s'efface, l'autre nu et réel, où notre deuil prend place.
Yeah, faking the whole redemption arc just to go back and destroy everything anyway. Sure, like taking the scenic route. Yeah. Like, some of the logs really paint him as kind of, like, manipulative to an extreme degree. Like, there's a whole thing where one of the expeditions he's with, like, the Julia log that's was listed is about them discovering that he is immortal and lying to him about who he is and what he is. And he ends up killing them all with the help of Renoir. Like, it's kind of fucked. Like, yeah, there's some... There are some loose threads here that... no matter what ending you choose, aren't really being wrapped up. Like, the presentation of this is definitely more... I hesitate to say hopeful, but it feels like there's a little more closure here, because you can see they're finally laying their son to rest, but at the cost of destroying a world and everyone in it. And I feel like if the whole family can paint, then there's a more elegant solution here that isn't being explored. Or at the very least, they're dealing with powers they don't really appreciate the severity of, and they don't really grapple with that in any meaningful way. Like, it's harmful to them, obviously, if they overindulge, but they're not really appreciating what they're doing to these worlds. And it just feels like that's probably going to happen again. Like, yes, Clair, she is absolutely, like, kind of an understated, not necessarily a full-on villain in this, but she is an element that is going to be a problem down the line. I don't know. I mean, I can appreciate that the game doesn't offer happy endings to a difficult dilemma. Aww. Hey, there's Gus. But I feel like, given the circumstances, there is surely a middle ground to be struck that allows the family to heal and move on, and even allows the soul of Verso to rest, but acknowledges the severity of what they're doing with these painted worlds, and tries to at least preserve this. I don't know. Like, I have strong feelings about these endings, but I don't know if they are positive or negative. They're just very pronounced. Which I guess is a sign of good art. And this is certainly an artistic endeavor. But I feel more ambivalent than I was expecting from the end of this. Like, I'm not sure which of these... Neither of these outcomes feel like they neatly address the dilemmas that I was expecting them to. Well, that's Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Regardless of how I feel about the endings, thanks so much, everybody, for sticking with this and for making the recommendations for character builds and things to see and do in the world. Overall, I do think this is an excellent game. It is absolutely fun to play. The characters are very enjoyable and well written for the most part. The presentation is outstanding. There is clear love and passion going into this, and I'm glad to see that it did as well as it did. It has been an adventure, and I've enjoyed it, and for the most part, and I am going to miss it. I do have issues. Like, one thing I haven't really discussed, but think needs more attention, is that the expeditions don't really make much sense from a tactical perspective. Like, when you look at the logs, so many of them feel like the expedition was there to do one thing and one thing only, and it's hard to really appreciate that, especially when it feels like it was a complete waste. Like, in one area, Expedition 34, I think, sacrificed themselves to build a bridge out of their bodies to reach an optional boss. And they talked about how they realized they were going to die, and so they pile over a gorge and somehow die in a way that their frozen bodies make a platform to get across. And, you know, it's visually striking imagery, but when you break it down to... When you break it down to... like... when you start thinking about it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, we're talking hundreds of people somehow able to arrange themselves whilst under attack and dying to make this thing, and it's a passage of maybe 50 feet, which you're casually yeeting yourself across with a grappling points, and it's for a completely optional boss and a dead end behind it. Like, it's kind of stupid, is the thing. When you think about it, it's kind of a waste, and this is, like, 60 expeditions into this by now. You don't exactly have people to waste anymore. I don't know. I understand that the point is that these expeditions have been sabotaged and backstabbed the whole way, but it really struck me as odd that not one of them was able to get any word back to Lumiere about what was happening, especially when some of them reveal that they have, like, aircraft and radios, and they understand that previous expeditions have been completely destroyed. I don't know. The tactics of it don't make a lot of sense. Definitely a lot of Hollywood in the very concept. What I think would have been cool is if you played one of the ill-fated expeditions in an early chapter, or even a prologue or something, and you got a sense for what everybody was going through. Like, if you played a doomed party, like in the style of Final Fantasy VIII, with Laguna and his team. You know, you switch to throughout the game, but in this case, you start with them, but maybe you get introduced to Expedition 33 before you leave. You go, you do your thing, you kill some bosses, you make some progress, and then you get attacked by Renoir and killed. You still have the sacrifice, the fake out with the protagonist, but now you get a sense for what's at stake and what's really happening. I think there needed to be a bit more of that, given the focus of the expeditions as a design element, and the prominence of Expedition 33 on the title. Like when Minoko says at the start of Act 3, time for the greatest expedition in history, like at that point, the whole point of the expeditions has been undermined because we've been operating in an information gap. The Paintress has not been what we thought she was. We've been wasting our time with this. And then you just kind of go through an automatic process where you gather the chroma you need to go to Lumiere. Again, kind of very strange story structure to it that I feel like probably could have benefited from some rework of the concept. I don't know. I like the story more than the presentation of I like the story more than the plot. The plot specifically being how the story is presented. The world they've created is fantastic, and it's part of the reason I've enjoyed picking at it so much. Yeah, I feel like there are some lingering questions and some things that leave me scratching my head that probably could have been handled better. I like what it feels more than what it says. Exactly. This game is very good at it's very evocative. It's very good at hitting you emotionally. You get attached to the characters. Again, the character writing and voice acting, that stuff is outstanding. The music absolutely works. But it is raising more questions than it can answer. It is biting off more than it can chew conceptually, and I get the feeling they just weren't interested in exploring those elements. And that's a shame, because I think there's some real meat to to dig into the painter concept mechanically, get a sense for what's happening, recognize the independence of the beings they're creating. But that's not the story they wanted to tell, and that's okay. But yeah, that's been Expedition 33. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Have a good night. We will probably be doing Resident Evil Requiem next. That came out recently. I do want to get to that. I just can't... I wish I knew how to quit the series, but I just can't at this point. I still think Myst did this story better, but it's a different way of telling that story too. Yeah, like OG Myst kind of had something similar going on. It's been ages, but now that you mention it, that is kind of tingling, like scratching a familiar itch. But tomorrow night we'll be doing a demo feature. I'll be playing Sandustry and Burn 9. Interesting little 2D automation exploration thing, and a tactical radio action game. Both very fascinating in different ways. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Hopefully my voice will be doing a little bit better tomorrow. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time.